Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There was one lady in India, Mumbai. Sound kam karna hai na. And kam mane low.
Lower the volume.
Lower
the volume.
No echo. So she had been exposed to Vedanta for more than 30-40 years. Elderly lady. And she was very, very capable. When she was pretty young, her husband was running an institution, a radio engineering institution. This is the story of 1940s or even earlier. And it so happened, for whatever reason, he died. So this young girl with 2 children, she did not lose heart. She completed her engineering degree. She did her post-graduation. She wrote books on engineering which became textbooks in the standard engineering colleges. So capable. And in addition, she used to conduct classes on Vedanta, Gita, Upanishad. One day, her daughter told me, Swamiji, we don't know what happened to mommy. She has lost confidence and she has become totally disoriented. She cannot even cross the road. She was the one who has brought us up. What happened to her? We don't know. Please tell me. I said, I tell only one thing. Call me for dinner. Without food, I don't talk. That is the only organ which is functional. Mouth. Either talk or eat. All other organs are dead, including brain. So, we had a nice dinner. If you want to sit down, you can sit down. If you want to dance, you can. So, after dinner was over, I sent her daughter, everybody out of the room. And I was sitting with her on the same sofa. I asked her, I said, Mama, you have been teaching Upanishad, Gita, you are so successful. I want to ask you one question, not argument. Simply answer my question, yes and no. Have you discovered fulfillment in your life? You have been teaching Gita, Upanishad, giving lectures. People call you, oh, wise lady, very capable. After doing all these things for so many years, have you discovered fulfillment? She broke, started crying. Why did you ask me this question? I said, you are again arguing. Simply say yes or no. They said, no, Swamiji. So you agree with the diagnosis of the disease? Yes. No medicine. When a doctor gives medicine, 2 things are required. You must have faith in the doctor. If you don't trust the doctor, whatever medicine he may give, it will not help you. If you trust, even if he injects distilled water, it will help you. See, it is said that the faith can move mountains, provided our faith is stronger than the mountain. If our faith is like with the rollers on the shoes, you push it and you go back. See? So, yes, Swamiji, tell me. I was coming from some temple and I don't know why, but I had this Sai Satcharitram in Marathi with me. I said, Mama, no argument, no logic. This is my first condition if you talk to me. Yes. Take this one. Every day you have to read one chapter. Sit before the Lord, read one chapter slowly. And there are 53 chapters. So you conclude continuously 53, again start from the first. After 6 months, you tell me. Forget about 6 months. Within 2-3 months, as if the metamorphosis has happened. From a caterpillar, a butterfly came out. And she said, Swamiji, what happened? I said, don't ask me what happened. You are okay? Yes, I am okay. See, friends, what is important is, logically talking to somebody and convincing is very, very simple. It is not difficult. But to digest it and to practice in one's life, we have to prepare our mind. And the mind is prepared through upasana. See, upasana is not devotion. Upasana is done with devotion. Devotion is in our heart, bhakti. And upasana is practice of devotion. And there are many techniques of practicing this devotion through upasana. Narad Bhakti Sutra says, Pujadishu anuragaha iti parasharyaha. One of the technique of increasing devotion and practicing devotion through upasana is do the puja, arati, etc. See. By then what happens? Till such time we consider ourselves to be the body, till then we require a body vigraha of the beloved Lord. See? It is necessary. And when we just start doing it, you will unknowingly develop love for the Lord. This I am not telling you theoretically. I have gone through this process. When I was in US, all the people who want to get rid of the gods from their house, they used to come and tell him, Swamiji, this Ganeshji, we want to give it to you. The real reason is they want to get rid of that fellow. So I became like a dustbin for all the gods. And as a result, there were at least more than a dozen gods with me. Majority were Ganeshji. And one Ganeshji which was given to me, I just didn't like him. It's very ugly. Normally Ganeshji is so cute and chubby. But this one who was given to me by somebody, I just didn't like it. I just to keep it. I said, okay. What else can you? You can't throw. You are a Swami, you are supposed to keep it. You don't know what we go torture through. You are a Swami, you should not laugh. You should be always with a swollen face. You are a Swami, you should not sit with people like that. You should have a separate seat. You are a Swami, you cannot go and eat in the hotel. You can bring the food from the hotel and eat at home. All hypocrites. So, when I left that place, came to India, so I said, what will I do taking so many gods with me? So I wanted to distribute. I was distributing one by one, prasad. And I found the last one to be given away was that Ganeshji whom I didn't like. Then I discovered I was really in love with that fellow than anyone. See, therefore, doing regular puja, archa, it helps developing devotion. Second important thing is, one of the biggest problems that we all have is fixing priorities. When you are in a hurry to do something, the first victim is puja. Acha, tum kar lena. But once you take this, then what will happen? Every day you have to take bath. Biggest problem. I am so surprised and how funny it is. Before going to sleep, you want to take bath. But after you get up, you start your day, you must take bath, then your day will be good. But the same dirty body from the deep sleep, you come and put on this thing, and then if you are a South Indian Tamilian, and if you are going out, there will be a katori kept near the door, and there will be little chandan in there, not chandan, vibhuti, udi, Baba used to call it udi, vibhuti will be there. Just before going, they will take little bit and put it, to let the world know I have taken bath. To whom are we cheating? Makeup. See? So once you take to this, then laziness goes away, discipline comes in life. Friends, devotion doesn't mean simple living, high thinking is mistaken by us, shabby living and stupid thinking. No. See. So, the devotion develops by this. So, that lady started every day, do little bit of Chandan Pushpa, read one chapter, and after 2-3 months or so, she not only came out of it, but then she started conducting lectures and yajna on Baba's Pothi. So, about 100-200 people will sit, everybody will have that book in front of them, and she will read others. One OV, this is called a OV, 1 meter, Chopai. And in this manner, the whole atmosphere is to be totally changed. And then she came, she said, Swamiji, I never knew this is so important. I said, do you know why you didn't know? Because you are a Vedanti. What is Vedanta? Vedanta is life made complicated. The love from their heart dries away. Friends, if Vedanta is digested, the digested Vedanta is called as love. And the place of the knowledge is in the head, and when it becomes mature, then it becomes ras, juice, and it migrates from the brain to the heart. When it comes in the heart, it is called as love. And when there is love, 2 things happen. Number 1, patience. See, how much patience mothers have? Where from that patience come? We have no patience for anything. Those who do not have patience, they become patients. Everything they want with a click of a mouse. Swamiji, I have been doing japa for so many years, when will I get realization? So I told that lady, I said, you will never get. No, why do you say? I said, there is not possibility. He told me, you cannot get realized. Have patience. That is why the 2 important words associated with Baba are Shraddha and Saburi. Shraddha is have faith. Be attentive. Faith is not a weakness. Faith is inner strength. Many people talk rubbish. They say, I don't have blind faith. Faith is always blind. When you know the thing, you don't require faith. When you don't know, then you require the faith. With this faith only our whole life moves. Like you go to some place, not here, in India. So you don't know, particularly Kerala if you go, you don't know which town ends where and which begins where. It's continuous. So once we went there and I couldn't locate the place I wanted to go. GPS has given up. Kerala we cannot function. See. So there was one school girl, so we stopped the car and they talk English. So I said, such and such place I had to go. Do you know the place? Can you guide us? Yes, of course. So, may I sit in your car? I said, of course, sit down. She sat at the backside. Now we don't know what she is going to do. Faith. So she started guiding. Go straight, take the right. After some, now take the left. Go straight, 2 cross, and stop here. She stopped. Got down out of the car. He said, this is my house. Now, go to the same place where from you came and ask somebody. See, so with one girl has cheated us, will we start doubting everybody? See, how important it is. Our whole life is based only on faith, Shraddha. Bhagavad Gita says, Shraddhavan labate jnanam tatparaha sayyatendriyaha. Because when we go to the teacher, what we know about the teacher? See? We don't know anything. Then how do we approach the teacher? Hoping, I hope, theek hi hoga. What we know about it? So, in the area of ignorance, Shraddha alone is the inner strength. So, if some people will be talking to you, oh, I don't have blind faith, don't discuss with them. Then devotion happens. For that, this everyday reading this book of this Sai Satcharitra will definitely help everyone. I don't know how many times I must have read it. That alone is the inner strength. Shraddha brings self-confidence. See, friends, grace of God expresses in our heart as self-confidence. See? Like electricity expresses in the bulb as light. So electricity is infinite, light is there, and in that light alone the things can be seen. That way God is everywhere, electricity is everywhere, but everywhere the light doesn't come out. See, all the wires through which electricity is flowing, there is there, but there is no light. Light comes only through the bulb. Exactly the same way. God is everywhere. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. But that reality expresses through those who are devoted as self-confidence. And if we have this notion, I am devoted to Baba, but I don't know why this is happening, then you have doubt in him, you don't have faith. Samshayatma vinashyati, Bhagavad Gita says. If you don't have faith, you will be nowhere in the life. See, friends, what we know about ourselves, tell me. Somebody tells, this lady is your mother. Do we know where from we were dropped in this world? We don't know. So we accept that lady as our mother only out of faith. What do we know about it? Then that mother tells us, this man is your father. What do we know about it? Our very existence is based on faith. Kathopanishad, when the student, the son, Nachiket, saw his father was doing something wrong, he did not have bad feeling towards his father, but he had respectful interaction with the behavior of the father. And what it was? The mantra tells, Tagamha kumaragam santam dakshinasu niyamanasu shraddha avivesha saha amanyata. When he saw his father was distributing the wrong things in charity, first thing that happened in his heart, shraddha avivesha. Shraddha is an ability to see something positive in the seemingly negative situations of life. See, friends, that is Shraddha. Normally we have the other way around. And with this positive attitude, when you start living in your life, you will come to know that what we think, what we understand about life is like going to a cul-de-sac. But what the great masters know about us is beyond the limitations of the womb and the tomb. Their area of knowledge is far wider than our small little Kupamandukurti, a very small little vision. We cannot go beyond that. Therefore, it is extremely necessary that when we come to Baba's temple, don't come if you don't have faith. You'll be cheating yourself. Then what is faith? Faith is, I don't know anything yet, I know this much, that this is the right place for me. See? And in one of my talks I mentioned, when I go to Shirdi, so this is a huge queue, but I get a quick access. What is the reason? Long beard. So I get quick access. So when I went there were always some Kamandalu with me. So I went, did namaskar to the Paduka and put my head. Then they gave me one coconut, one mala from Baba's body, gave it to me, and I went. Hardly 5 seconds, 4 seconds. It will be a very huge queue, you can't block. So after I came out, my friend asked, Swamiji, how come you get such a great chance to stand there, but you just moved on? You don't ask anything. I said, I do ask. I come only for that. In every temple there are two types of beggars. Those who are inside the temple, those who are outside the temple. See, it's a place of beggary only, nothing else. I also came here to ask. But then you very quickly went away. I said, do you know the rule? The rule is, longer the namaskar, longer is the list of demands. Because when you have to read the whole, like, Sahasranama Vali, oh Bhagwan, do this, oh Bhagwan, do that, oh Bhagwan, do that, see this. And then afterwards you get up, one forgot, again you do second namaskar. That is why in South India you will see they will not do namaskar only once, they will do 2-3 times. Kuch bhul gaya to yaad. I said, I don't have anything to ask, therefore quick namaskar. They say, but then what do you ask? I said, okay, I'll tell you if you want. Now be attentive. Have you ever gone to any temple And have you ever asked, "Oh Lord, please make my mind so pure, so clean, then I should not entertain hatred, bitterness, ill feelings towards anybody, anything, even in the dream, even once, even for fun." Have you ever asked this from the God? We go and ask everything. And we have taken for granted our mind is pure. Pure mind is that mind where God reflects. And what is the reflection of God? He doesn't hate anybody, He doesn't differentiate. See? Like the eyes do not differentiate between the colors. Eyes eliminate every color without differentiation. Differences are experienced, but differentiation is not made. Because eyes, they are common for everyone. See, friends, exactly the same way, mind is common. Your mind, my mind, they become separate only because we are lost in something finite. See, friends, many years before, when I used to travel by Indian Railways, those days ACs were not introduced in Indian Railways. So we used to go by 3-tier like that. And with a lot of rush, why means every time lot of rush. So you get inside the compartment and the fighting begins, you know. तुम्हारे बाप की जगह है क्या? नहीं तुम्हारे. The fighting begins, you know. It's a great fun to see the fighting. And after some time, your train moves. Train is like Bhagwan. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name desho sinapriya. And the heat of, India. And the trains that khat, lullaby, khat. And then all the containers open. And the contents are emptied. And then, because of this conducive situation, everybody goes to sleep. And then, my feet go in somebody's lap. No objection. Somebody's hand goes in my pocket. No objection. No objection. All differences disappear. See, friends, in the same manner, great saints and sages like Baba are those. They are not differentiated. We find excuses to differentiate. Don't differentiate on any count. And this can happen only by the inner strength called Shraddha. And with the Shraddha, you go and ask the Lord. From next time you come to Baba, only ask this thing. Don't ask all rubbish. Baba, I should get a Mercedes car. अरे मरी सड़ी कार क्या लेनी है? Ask something lively. Useless. So when I told him like this is what I asked, and he has given me. See, friends, anything that will create differentiation after perceiving the differences, we are in samsara. We are not on the spiritual path. See, friends, we differentiate even not only on account of the place. I am a Gujarati, I am a Bengali, then I am a devotee of this one, I am a Ram. Don't. Then only really we have faith in what he says. Shraddha. And for that, the inner strength, Shraddha, is further strengthened by Saburi. Saburi is patience. Have patience. Things will happen. Don't expect the results with a click of a mouse. Anything which grows fast like a mushroom overnight has no strength. Therefore, when you thus study his charitra, you will slowly start getting direct messages for you in person. And the most important thing, don't impose your devotion on him, on others. If others are the devotee of Devi, no problem. If others are the devotee of Hanumanji, no problem. Don't try to be a marketing manager for Shirdi Sai Baba. Don't do that. Many of us have got this funny notion. Don't. And when you study, many subtle things are revealed. The writer of that, his name was Dabholkar. He was addressed by Baba as Hemad Pant. So, because he was very well read in scriptures, it is not only the story, but he has also introduced deep Vedanta. And then if you read that stories in the light of the Vedanta, and if you understand Vedanta in the light of the stories, your understanding will become firm and without any doubt. See, for example, there was one man who went to him, Baba, and said, "Sir, I have come from one nearby place, Kopargaon. Those days, no car, no nothing. So he has hired a return tonga with a horse. And I'm in a hurry. So please tell me, what is Brahman?" So the great masters have got different way of explanations. Be attentive. The spiritual teachers never addressed the student. They addressed the seeker in them. Students are different types. Some of them go for examination, like that, but the seeker is addressed. So, he, instead of replying his question, he called one boy, "Hey, come here. Go to that person, get 5 rupees for me." He showed his hand, "Get 5 rupees for me." Now that boy goes there, comes back. "No, Baba, he is not there." "He is not there, Hare? I don't know where he has gone." "Okay, go to the other person, get 5 rupees for me. For me." He goes there, again comes back. And still he is not there. And this person who wanted to know Brahman, he was in a hurry. See? He said, "I am asking you something and you are not telling me," and all that. So he was told. But this person could not understand. Unless you withdraw your 5 sense organs, unless you withdraw your 5 organs of action, unless there is a pratyahar complete, you will not be able to work on your mind. See, friends. And if we thus strictly follow, that is why devotion to the Guru is necessary. But a question comes, which Guru? These days there are many Gurus available. And they can suit to your budget. One person came from USA and he was asking me, I was in Bombay that time. "Swamiji, I have come here, I got only 2 weeks, and I heard these days that unless you have got a guru, you don't get a realization. So, can you suggest me where do I get the guru? I said, go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Varanasi and Vrindavan. There are many guru malls. And according to your budget, you can get all kinds. See, how do we know we have reached the right teacher? See, how do we know? Is it from the makeup? Longer the beard, more the doubt. How do we know we are reached the teacher or not? Right teacher. Most importantly, he who doesn't have to do anything in this world, he who has no projects, he alone can guide you. All the people who went to Baba, he had no project. He was only giving, giving, giving. Not taking, taking, taking. This is the litmus test. See, my friends. So, there was one lady, Lakshmi Bai. She was a farmer, poor lady, working whole day in the field, came in the evening to take darshan. And the moment she came, oh God, I am very hungry, kindly get me quickly food. He said it in English for you. So that poor lady ran to her house, though there is no gas, no electricity. So lit the fire, prepared the chapati with hand, something, and brought and gave to him without eating a single bite. He handed it over to the dog, who was sitting next to him with a wagging tail. He was enjoying good. Now this lady got angry. You made me run and get it. You are hungry. Why you are giving it to him? Not you eating yourself. That time the great master coolly tells, look here, mother. Principle of hunger is common. Who can say this? In the story of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, similar story comes. When Durvasa told Draupadi that I am coming with 60,000 disciples for food after our bath, keep it ready. Now this poor lady frustrated what to do now. So she called Bhagavan Krishna came. And just to make fun, he asked Draupadi, hey, I am so hungry, give me something to eat. So she got more worried and angry. Then he said, show me that Akshaya Patra. And there he found one grain of rice. Moral of the story. Don't wash your utensils clearly. So he took that grain of rice, ate, and he said, that now my hunger is satiated. And all the 60,000 disciples coming with Durvasa, all their hunger was satiated. The one who is living in and through all things and beings alone can have this experience that the hunger of whether it's a dog or it is a human being or it is a cobra eating a frog, hunger is common element. How simply he told. And his words were not from the books like we read from the book. Bhagavad Gita said like that, pata nahi kahan gaya. No. It was his own experience, abidance in the truth. See? And therefore, he had not done anything in this world. then everything is happening around him. Like the sweet never goes and gives invitation to aunties. I mean ants. My English is very poor. So ants, all the ants come to the sweet without invitation. See, like Hanumanji has got a maximum number of temples in the world, more than Bhagwan Ram. In the same manner, among all the saints in the whole world, maximum number of temples are belonging to him. He never said that, let us make an organization, Shirdi Sai Baba temple, global organization. Everything is happening. See, friends, therefore, do not take him merely a human being. There are two ways. One is the God descends. That is called as avatar. And second is a ordinary human being rises to the Godhood. That is called as a saint. So all the saints take refuge at the feet of the avatar. And that helps them grow spiritually. See, my friends. And in this manner, with this attitude, when we are able to be devoted with patience and then study the scriptures, many of us become emotional in upasana and stop there. This is where we go wrong. Purpose of upasana is our mind is now available for higher studies. And that higher study doesn't mean we condemn upasana. It is important. See? And when the balance between the two is established, then you will see, be attentive, the meaning of the Tattvamasi Mahavakya will be correctly understood. Tattvamasi Mahavakya, it has got 3 words, Tat, Tvam and Asi. Technically it is called as Tat Pada Shodhanam, Tvam Pada Shodhanam. Shodhanam with reference to Tvam Pada is called as purification of our mind. And Shodhanam with reference to Tat Pada is called as seeking the Lord. 2 things. Word is the same, Shodhanam. So we apply Vedanta that we study on ourselves. Okay? And when we are dealing with the world, we apply the principle of devotion and love. Then alone the truth is revealed. Otherwise you will do like me. I am a dry Vedanti. Na sukha karta ho, na gilla karta ho. Like that. See, there was a friend of mine. His friend had a heart attack. And then he was visited. My friend Swami, let's go and talk to him. He is in a very low mood. So I went to see him. Then I told him, I said, come on, it's good, congratulations. You had heart, therefore you had attack. Very good. And after that I went. And then he came to meet me with my friend. And those days I used to get migraine headache. The migraine, half headache, is very killing experience. I have harbored that for 25-30 years. Now it has gone by His grace. So, I was tossing on the bed, he came. And I told him, sorry, not now, come after 2 hours, now I am having migraine. I am having terrible splitting headache. He said, Swamiji, I will not go. So, please get out. Elderly man, 75. That time I was young. So, he said, Swamiji, Congratulations. You have head, therefore you have got headache. I said, you are having fun, I am suffering. He said, do you remember what you said when you came to meet me about my heart? I said, do you know, heart is your, head is mine. See friends, Vedantis apply Vedanta on others and they apply devotion on themselves. That is not spiritual practice. So we live no more as body, but we live through the body. See? And to live through the body, we have to take the help of some body, our beloved Lord. See, then we don't live as mind. We start living through the mind. When we live as the mind, our concern is all the time about ourselves. Like one person in Vrindavan asked me this question. Swamiji, you people take God's name. Okay, I'll take. What will I get if I take God's name? I say, you'll get nothing. Then why should I take? I said, don't take. See, friends, it is not a bargain, what will I get? I guarantee you will get nothing. Otherwise we will get lost in that. Then what is working on the mind? Working on the mind is, number one, every experience of our life should remind us of the Lord. Then we are working on the mind. See? Like one story I told, there was a king and he had a minister, and that minister had a habit. When anything happens, he used to say, oh, thank God, by God's grace, everything will be all right. And the old king died, his son became the king. One day he was walking the steps, he fell down. And this old minister, as usual, thank God, by God's grace, everything is good. Now this young king got so annoyed and angry. I have fallen, and this fellow is telling, by God's grace, what is this God's grace? When he toppled down, his small finger was broken, removed. Then again the same statement, by God's grace everything is fine. Now this young king got so angry, he just put him behind a bar. There also the same thing, by God's grace everything is fine. Then the king was caught by the Kapalikas who offer the human as the sacrifice to the goddess Kali. And when the puja was done for offering, all the clothes of the king were removed, and the pujari was seeing whether the worthy of offering or not, and he came to know there is one finger less. He said, no, this cannot be offered to goddess, it is jhuta. So he was released. Then he realized, that is true by God's grace only, or else I would have gone. He came home, straight away went to the jail where he has put the minister, and again asked the minister, I could understand you said about me, but what about you? When I put you here, that time you said the same thing. He said, yes, had I been with you, I would have been offered replacement. See, friends, working on the mind is see a divine message in every experience of your life. See? It's a very simple thing, it's not something difficult. And we do it, but we don't know this that we are doing. When we have got a pain somewhere, so is the pain given to us to suffer? Or is the pain given to us to remind, hey, there is something wrong in your gums, therefore there is the tooth pain, then go to the dentist. So the pain is a grace. It is not a torture. Go to the next step. If your Madhya Pradesh is out of order, Madhya Pradesh means stomach, then you start getting lot of divine music. Tambura, sometime mridangam. No, that is not meant for torturing us, but telling us something is wrong, don't take food enough. See? Go further. If you get hurt, I have done so much for everybody, but everybody isolates me. Why? This pain is a reminder. We have gone the wrong way. See? Thereafter, either we isolate ourselves from the world, or we become the human repellents. The moment a person starts coming, Are Babre, Bhago, Vedanti Aya. See, friends, this is very important. Therefore, correct yourself. And then you will see, whenever we are extremely selfish, see, extremely selfish means those who sell fish, they start stinking all the time. What will I get? What will I get? What will I get? Ram, Ram, Ram. But the one who has the self as the ish, his quality of life is different. He doesn't live for himself. See? If you see Baba's life, he never lived one moment for himself. And although he was living for everyone, yet, name dveshosti na priyaha. There was never inner circle, outer circle around him. See? Wherever the Mahatmas have secretaries, presidents, they are CEO Ananda. Like Gadbadananda. So you go to meet the Mahatma, secretary says, excuse, Mahatma is not available these days. No, but I have come for some work. No, sorry, you come tomorrow. Okay, I thought of giving donation. Come. See? They are walkers, like Johnny Walkers. They are walkers. Never have anything of that side. And therefore he was able to instruct the seekers straight away, without any hesitation. One of his seekers, he used to be all the time with him in his place. And when Baba thought, now it is necessary for him to be given the Ayurvedic Kutaja Arishta Kadha. You know, the technique of Ayurvedic medicine, I don't know whether you know or not. When you have got some problem, they will give you some bitter medicine. And the medicine is so bitter, to avoid the next dose, you say, I am okay. So not only the disease is afraid of the medicine, but the patient is also afraid of the medicine. So, what Baba did, he told that person, hey, you go to Trambakeshwar on that Brahmagiri mountain and do your sadhana there. See, a real Mahatma does this. Doesn't call, come. But this one, no, I don't want to leave, I want to be all the time with you. Why? Laddu milte khane ko. See, friends, he said, no, I don't want to go. He said, I didn't ask your permission. Go means go. And then he has to go there. And one day when he was there, Baba appeared before him. He said, "How come you are here?" He said, "Remove this notion from your head. Then I am limited in the body. I am limited by the body." If our devotion is true to the teacher, be very attentive. Don't push that Guru in a body form and limit him in a particular place. The real Guru is the one who manifests in your heart with the inner strength of Shraddha and patience, Saburi. He will guide you throughout your life. Don't hold on to the person. Don't hold on to the place. Don't hold on to a situation. He is ever available. See. But many times what happens? We get lost only in personality cult. No. See. In this way, when we understand him no more as a person, but the principle. Like love is not a person, it's a principle. And that principle of love, when it expresses through any institution, that institution is called as a great Mahatma. See, friends. In this way, when we slowly start growing up, then we will come to know that we are never alone. He has been taking care of us. Whether we acknowledge or we don't acknowledge. And as a result, there will be no differentiation. Somebody is better Mahatma. No, we don't have to do anything. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. With this attitude, discipline, upasana, study of scriptures, all these things put together will guide us on the spiritual path. And when we become extremely capable and qualified for knowing the truth, then right type of satsanga will come in our life. Satsanga doesn't come in our life as a result of our karma. Many people have this wrong notion. The result of karma is only two. Sin gives you miseries and merit gives you happiness. But the satsanga and the association with the saints and sages, it is binu hari kripa mile nahi santa. It is by God's grace. So today we are all here not because of your effort or my effort. It is somebody else's planning. But we, ahankara vimudhatma karta ahamiti manyate. We have this funny notion that I am doing this thing, I am doing. We can do nothing, man. You must have seen many times the sneeze comes in the midst of something going on and you hold and everybody is ready to receive it Purna Kumbha. Isn't it? And after a great wait, nothing comes. That is our condition. What can we do in this world? Therefore, put your efforts very clearly, dynamically, sincerely, with all your abilities, but know for certain, the final stroke is His. Bhagavad Gita says, Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha pruthak vidam vividhascha pruthak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam sharira vang manorbhi yat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va tasya se panchahetavaha. Whatever we are doing, good or bad, these 5 principles are involved. Adhishtanam, body, karta, the doer, Instrument, karanam, pruthak cheshta, all efforts, you put all these things. But daivam chaivatra panchamam. Unless there is a divine grace supporting what we are doing, success is not possible. This is the only way to get rid of the arrogance of success in life. Friends, it is easier to digest failures in life. Very difficult to digest the success. Those who are successful in any field, they have this notion that I am successful. There was another great master, contemporary of Shirdi Sai Baba, and when he took Samadhi, that day Shirdi Baba cried a lot and he did his Kshaura Karma and observed all the rites to be done. He was also Avadhut, contemporary. They never met each other, but they knew each other. And one of his devotees, he was serving him. And then because he was all the time serving, he started thinking that he is the one who can control the Mahatma. So one day that Mahatma was Avadhut, Nagna, he was sleeping. So people came from other place and wanted to take darshan. They said, no, Mahatma is sleeping, we don't know when he wakes up. There is no rule, there is no regulation, there is nothing. So these people approach him. See, you are very close to Mahatmaji, he listens to you, he will do everything for you. Please wake him up because we have to go, we are in a hurry. Now this fellow started taking things for granted. Be attentive. Belong to the Mahatmas. Don't possess the Mahatmas. When you belong, you unburden. When you possess, you carry the load. So that person started possessing. Yes, Maharaji does whatever I tell. And therefore he went and woke him up. Those people had darshan, went away. But then what happened to this? That Mahatmaji took one danda and gave him left and right. Then he said, you are marketing me or what? You are collecting money on my name. See, friends, therefore real Mahatmas are those who do not collect money. Collecting money is not the creed of the saints. Because they have nothing to do in this world. They are living in that experience where the whole world is me. Nothing can be added to me, nothing can be taken away from me. It is a great Ram Leela, Krishna Leela going on. And therefore, they are able to have the courage to beat or to kiss. It's not that Baba was always serious. He was full of wit and humor. Last story. One day he was sitting and two persons were doing his seva for the feet, and some person were standing, fanning, one lady and one gent. So when they are doing seva, their heads will go near. So that lady said, Baba, see, this old man, he wants to kiss me. So Baba said, what is wrong? It's good. Don't you kiss your mother? That ugly thing was converted into a simple love. This is the vision of the great masters. See divinity and good thing even in the ugliest thing. Then alone our devotion to him is meaningful. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.